Is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Husam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just going to go pick my size. And then after that, I'm going to choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back. So I'm just going to get it as it is. I'm going to click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout. You fill in all your information. And then after that, coupon code Husam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my third stream of the day. Liverpool suck. Manchester City lose. Don't suck yet. You get me? They just lost the game of football. Chelsea win, unfortunately. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure guys are slapping the like button. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you, please, as soon as you enter the stream, or you're watching this on the replay, which I know a lot of you will be, so please like the video and subscribe. We have like 153 people in here already. We haven't even started yet, so let's get to 100 likes directly. And before we get started, every single link is in the description. I know some fraud, as soon as I end the stream, will message me, where can I find this guy? Where can I find that guy? Guys, every link is in the description. Javon's channel is in the description, the Final Whistle podcast. Marshall's channel is in the description, Casual FC. Tarik, who's making his debut on the channel, Tarik, his link is in the description. Tarik Peterson and Shades of Blue, that's their podcast as well, so he's on both, so go give them both a subscribe. And TJ Warren TV, who I'm never raiding ever again, is also, his link is in the description. And he only shows up because he wins, but he's here as a surprise. It's the
first time you've invited me in like 2 months, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. And this was the worst. This is the worst time for you to invite me. Just saying.
Oh, whoa. Did I invite you like 3 weekends in a row? You said you're busy, but I'm not talking about you. He only shows up when he wins. You get me?
Usually I'm out of town when you ask, though. To be fair, I will
there you go. Thank you. See, say the honesty to the people. Anyway, I have a surprise for Tarik. You get me? And it's a bad surprise. Another debutant on the channel, man, like Pete is in the building. How you doing, Pete, mate? You have a Newcastle fan, Tarik. Enjoy this experience.
Hey, you know what? Whatever cooking I get today, we deserve it. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Big ups, man.
This is like
big up, people. Everyone.
This is like big up, Pete. How you doing? You good?
Yeah, hey, I'm on top of the world. Like I just poured myself a brandy Saturday night. We're just chilling. No, it's all good.
Anyway, I did say I want to start off with Newcastle, just to get it out the way before Liverpool get abused again for an hour. So let's start off with the Newcastle City game. And like I said, all links are in the description. Go give them all a subscribe. Loaded Mag and UFC is also in the description. So go give every single one of them a subscribe. So let's start off with the City Newcastle game. And I feel like I'm going to start with Tarik just because of expectations headed into this game. You know, obviously after the Liverpool loss, given the fact that Arsenal play North London Derby tomorrow. How do you feel about the result today, Tarik?
I mean, quite honestly, it's very disappointing. It's aggravating. It's frustrating. It's a couple other words I probably can't say on stream, but it's just disappointing. I think coming off of or going into the international break, we were on a high and we were, if we play this game, then maybe it's different. I don't know, but it just kind of sucks to come in with high expectations and then to see that kind of fall apart pretty quickly. Quite honestly, I thought before the international break, based on what the projected lineup was going to be, I think they had some, or at least potential injuries or whatever. I actually thought we would, I won't say run away with it. I thought we would win. I won't say comfortably because any game against them or at St. James is not going to be comfortable, but I thought we would win, relatively easily. And they took that away from us quite early. They made it hard for us. They're physical. They're all the things that we knew that their midfield are. They were all those things today, and we just didn't take advantage of our chances. To be fair, we had chances, they had chances. Donnarumma made some great stops. It's disappointing to lose when you've won 3 in a row, but I think it's not the end of our world. We're not out of the title race or anything like that. It's just obviously it's going to be more difficult. We needed to win it. We need to show that we can win tough matches against top teams, especially on the road. And we had a chance today, didn't get it done.
Pete, how do you feel about the win?
I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. It's been a really difficult moment in the Premier League this season. In terms of the Carabao Cup, in terms of the Champions League, I think we've been doing really well. Quarterfinals, we're in a comfortable position in the Champions League. But the Premier League's been our biggest issue. And those 2 games against West Ham and Brentford have hit us hard. They've really hit us hard. It's gave big questions for Eddie Howe to answer. People have been talking about Eddie Howe's job being at risk. His job's not at risk. He's not under pressure to lose his job. He was under pressure to get results. They can be considered 2 different things. And this was a game that normally in a season, because of Tarik talked about it, like our record against City, home and away, is not good. Last time we beat them at St. James's Park was under Rafa Benitez, which tells you all you need to know. Like, our record isn't good there in the Premier League. So what we needed to do is, when you lose to West Ham and Brentford away, you have to turn some games that look like defeats into wins. And that's exactly what we've done tonight. And praise goes to the players, praise goes to Eddie Howe, because we've hammered them recently as fans of the club that they haven't been good enough, both of them. Bad decisions.
Rightfully so, to be fair. Rightfully so.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've hammered the players because we've questioned their effort and their endeavour and their intensity in their play. For me, tonight we saw exactly that. We saw intensity. We saw high press. I saw the Newcastle United that I saw fell in love with 4 years ago when we got the takeover. That was what Eddie Howe built. And in the last 6 months or so, we've seen a different Newcastle United. I saw that Newcastle United back tonight. And we have players missing ourselves. But we were able to implement a style of play that made it very difficult for Man City. And, 30 seconds in, we could be 1-0 up. Probably should be 1-0 up. We high pressed them. We won the ball back. Harvey Barnes, maybe it comes a little bit too early for him. If we'd have took that chance, it could have been a more difficult start right from the beginning. But look, I'm not here to hammer Man City. But Man City played well. They created a lot of openings. Pope made a couple of good saves. Our defenders, Malik Chow, again, was outstanding. For me, he's been one of the signings of the summer. He's been absolutely outstanding in pretty much every game he's played for Newcastle United. He's the only one that, even in our bad form, can take any sort of credit. Again, making big blocks. Tino Livramento, by the way, hadn't kicked a ball for 7 weeks. That was his first game back. I'm sorry, the boy is special. He is a special player. He is so good. And I throw Lewis Hall in there, who hadn't been available for 6 weeks, and that's his first start. Superb performance. So honestly, unreal. I'm absolutely buzzing. We needed that 3 points. We needed something to kickstart our season. I believe that could be the catalyst for good, because I'll be honest with you, lads, before that game today, I had it down as an L. I had it down as another defeat. I didn't expect us to go and win. At best, I was thinking, could we take a point? But the fact that we've gone and won that game gives me confidence that we can go into other games. I'm forgetting Marseille midweek Champions League. Forget that. I'm on about the Premier League. Everton away next Saturday. Can we go and back that up by getting another set of points? And if we can do that with Tottenham and Burnley then at home, I believe we could potentially go on a run. So that's where I'm thinking right now. But look, credit to Man City, great team. Look, as long as they're keeping Isak in the bin, I'm happy. I'm happy right now. So as long as Man City keep doing their stuff after this game today, and they make sure that Liverpool, sorry Husam, but
don't apologize.
Don't apologize.
Do not apologize.
Don't apologize. Okay. I'm new to this game on this panel, but
so everyone's sat there just quiet and everything. He just mentions Liverpool, and everyone comes up.
Specifically Isak. I need Isak, that dirty little rat. I need him to stay in that bin, right? and
4
keep
touches
sticking
today,
out the
right?
joint, as long
14
as he keeps
touches.
doing that, and as
14
long as
touches.
Man City, as long as the boys down there, Arsenal, keep doing that, right, to ensure that they win absolutely nothing this season. And it's not really on Liverpool; it's on Isaac more so. As long as that keeps happening,
No, it's on Liverpool.
it's all
The
good.
scrubs.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
So anyway, guys, this is the
Garbage.
Newcastle Man City segment. Fuck you, No Context Fan TV. Can you upload one time? Just upload one time me celebrating a goal, bro. Just one
No,
time.
no,
Just
don't
upload
do it,
one
no context.
celebration.
No.
Let me
Well,
ask you a
anyway,
question. Let me ask
Can
you
we
a
go back
question.
to City Newcastle? With there is a
So
whole
that's what
difference,
I'm.
I promise.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
City
doing.
Newcastle.
Let me ask you a question because I'm a big fan of this player. Nick Waltermade.
Fraud. He's a
Bro,
fraud
It was
today.
bro.
He
Bro,
should have had a hat
mediocre
trick.
today.
No,
He
no,
was
no.
brutal.
But that's I'm talking about his overall gameplay. He gets himself into these positions. He's a target man that actually you can find him with a target, and he's just silky for being that tall. So my question to you is, in your honest opinion, how long do you think you'll stay at Newcastle? Because
I don't see him being here 4 or 5 years at Newcastle. I genuinely think he will end up at Bayern Munich. I think he will end up there eventually. This is kind of a stop on the way to that. But we love the guy. We absolutely love the guy. We can see the vision from where he wasn't going to look. If Johan Wiese was fit, he wouldn't be starting the match.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's not even a starter, technically.
Johan Wiese,
that's a blessing in disguise for you. I hope you know that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Because what this has been a baptism of fire for Nick Woltermeier. That he's come in and he's had to play matches and he's had to do 90 minutes. And what that's done, it's got him up and running even quicker. And yes, he missed chances today. He missed 2 or 3. But I tell you what, they're the first 3 chances that he's missed since he signed for the club. Because every chance that he's had, he's put in the net. So actually, the one thing that Newcastle United fans aren't mad at Nick Woltermeier today that he didn't put the ball in the net. Obviously, ultimately we won the game, but we were actually happy that we were creating chances for him because we haven't been. We have been a club that has struggled to create chances for our main man. He's been absolutely smashing it. Every chance he's got, he's put in the net. But yes, he missed.
Murphy gave him on
Good saves, saves from Donnarumma. But
the only one I don't give Donnarumma the credit for was the second chance he missed. You know where they kind of slip him through on his 1v1. That's the only one I said.
I think that was the Jacob Murphy one, right? The low-driven cross on the ground. Yeah,
that's the only one I said he should have.
That was that would have been an incredible assist from Jacob Murphy if he had finished.
He slipped because that ball beats like 3 City defenders, and it's immediately 1v1. I'm like, bro, he's electric.
Yeah.
He gives out that electric vibe.
I'm not mad at him at that one because if you watch it back, the amount of spin that was put on that pass, like as a striker, like I can understand it, is that he could have put a little bit more on it to try and get into the corner, and that could have gone well wide. He's almost trying to not put too much on it and just guide it there.
Like just
to ensure
place
it hits the target. Because if it hits the target with a spin, he's hoping that it carries it into the corner. It didn't. For me, I think that was a difficult one. For me, the headers for me should be scoring that.
To be fair, I thought that Donnarumma just got down fast. For me, I give it to Donnarumma because he dropped fast. He dropped fast to back it. But yeah, all in all, this was a really brilliant game because Foden is a criminal, bro. Foden was taking the piss, bro.
I was going to say, like, Tarik, it's a damn shame your name isn't Vader Games TV because I would be cooking you right now.
Took him anyway.
But you seem to have a pretty good head on your shoulders, and we just met, so I'm going to be ease off a little bit. But I just want to put into context that, and Pete's right in saying this is a Newcastle team that was 2 points off of relegation. 2 points off of relegation. Not only that, they've had the worst window, I'm pretty sure, of any major team in this league. They were rejected by everyone. They were barely getting on by scraps, and most of their signings aren't even available. Chow, he stepped up. Boltamata, he's been a surprise for them. Regardless of that, you guys had a fantastic window. You had brought in Cherky, you got Donnarumma, you got all these players, Reinders, all this and that. And it looked like today Newcastle was the much better side. And Newcastle's performance today gave me confidence that there's still holes in your defense, which I've been saying
clearly.
for forever.
Clearly.
I was never convinced that you were over that slump. I knew Donnarumma came in and gave you some confidence because he's the big guy. He's got that leadership ability. He can definitely, amp up and give some confidence to your defenders. That's great and all. But I'm sorry. I know he can give you some good saves, and today he was there, right? He gave you some good saves. But there was also moments today where he got away with some murder. There's moments in Mary's games in the season where he's getting away with murder. And listen, I can identify when a keeper gets away with murder because my keeper has gotten away with murder a lot of times last season.
Weekly.
Last season. And you know what, TJ? I can tell you're not watching Chelsea because it's not even been weekly, right? It's
just
he literally threw the ball into the back of Enzo's head today. What are you talking about?
But that was today. But that was the first time
I'm
since
sorry,
United.
this year Sanchez has been good. He hasn't even been.
I'm not even going
That's
to
what I'm saying. Sanchez has been okay. Knock on wood, people, please.
So still, Sanchez is costing you. We're not talking about Chelsea, but Sanchez has cost you points this season, he did last season.
Donnarumma has not been perfect.
It.
Yeah, Donnarumma hasn't been perfect, but you're right. He's given us a lot more confidence at the back than maybe we had. He's a different style keeper, of course, than what we had with Ederson last season. And so while Ederson was great in our build-up, Ortega kind of a mixture, but more build-up, Donnarumma is go make saves, and we'll deal with the rest. And so that does affect the way that we play. But to your point, if he's not making those saves early in the match, we could have been out of this game early. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Foden wasn't great today. He had opportunities, he had chances. He has to take those. We've seen what he can do, and even he puts a shot over and it's kind of wide. We've seen him make those shots consistently in other matches, and so I'm not mad because he took the shot. I'm disappointed it didn't go in. I'm disappointed that it wasn't better quality on that shot, but I've seen what he can do. So I'm not, it is what it is. He had a bad game. You're right. We had a decent window, but I think over time our window is being shown that it's maybe not. Again, I think Reinders will be good, but that's future. He hasn't been great. He was good in the early part of our season and then in the Club World Cup. He hasn't been really great since then, which is why he's not getting into matches right now. In a match like we needed.
I was going to ask how Bernardo Silva is still playing
because we need it because Bernardo is more of a he's going to be better defensively, even though he's not a big dude. He's more willing to get into tackles and do the things, nip at your heels, if you will. Reinders, that's not his game yet, and I just think he hasn't adjusted to the Prem. And quite honestly, he hasn't had the matches recently to be able to do that. Now, games coming up, he'll have more chances to play. But in matches like this, matches like Liverpool, matches against Arsenal, he's probably not playing those matches today.
So let me ask the entire panel a question.
Just quickly, Javon, I'll come back to you. Big up to Leon Oliver says, big up Husam, love the work rate, my guy. Appreciate you, my brother. You get me? We don't shy away over here. I don't go into hiding for 3 days after I lose. Pete, I'm here, win, lose, or draw. You get me? So big up to all of you guys. And big up to Judge Mo for the raid as well. Make sure guys are liking the video and subscribing on your way in. And go check out all the channels. They're all in the description. TJ Warren TV. Final Whistle podcast. Shit, I almost got it wrong. I almost said the wrong channel again. My head. Sorry, guys, my head's gone. Loaded Mag and UFC, Tarik Peterson and Shades of Blue and Casually FC. So all the links are in the description. Give them subscribe, like this video, and subscribe to this channel as well. Go ahead, Javon. Sorry, I just had to pick up the raid.
All good. Welcome everybody that just came in. But seriously, when are we going to start asking their serious questions around Foden? Because I keep hearing, it's not the Foden of old. It's 2 seasons he hasn't been playing well. If this was any other top player, we would.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, though. I don't mean to cut you off, but I think that you're right that he and again, I already said it. He was not good today, but I don't think, and he's not back to, PFA Player of the Year, Foden either. But he's not. Last year was an anomaly in my opinion, and to be fair, I just don't think he's that. He's not last year's player either. He's not where he used to be, not where I want him to be, but he's not that either.
I don't have a problem with you cutting me off, but my my main point is everyone keeps holding him to the standard of the treble season. We haven't seen that Foden, and he's nowhere close to that. So at what point do we say, you know what, Foden is a good player, but that season was the anomaly season? You get what I'm trying to say?
I hear what you're saying is because look, let's not kid ourselves. When he first came onto the scene, he was being talked about as a generational talent.
Exactly.
And really, if you think about it, in terms of his performances, and I like Foden a lot, I do. I like his qualities. He's a good player.
Same. I respect him too.
This is the thing. It's almost like he's a good player, but that treble season, he was an elite player.
Yeah.
And showed that level. But we haven't quite seen that before and then after. And that's where the concern is. I mean, how old is he now? Just for reference.
25.
I think
25.
yeah, he's not,
you would expect,
not young.
He's been on the scene for as long as he has.
25.
He would be like he was being dubbed the successor to Kevin De Bruyne. Really,
Exactly.
Well, but I think he is not necessarily he doesn't play the same way as Kevin De Bruyne. In that season, the reason he excelled was because De Bruyne was injured and he was able to be quote unquote the man. As long as KDB was on our team, KDB was going to be the dude in our midfield. It didn't matter who else was playing. He was the man. And so Foden and anybody else has to take a back seat to KDB. KDB is gone. This is his season to kind of resume being the man, but he's got to get back in form. He's not been in form, but you again, he's not been great. He's not been great.
And again,
he's a quality player. He's a top player. But I think what's being said is that I think people are expecting
that treble season performance.
Yeah. He set the bar high. I want to ask the panel a question though, because you mentioned Kevin De Bruyne. I think that he's dropped off. Or Foden has dropped off because he doesn't have the players around him or the quality of player around him that he had during that treble season. I think you lose De Bruyne. That midfield is getting older. You're betting in new players as you're going along. I mean, if we're being real about it, Man City is in the middle of a rebuild, a little rebuild or a retooling, I would say, right? Yeah. So Tarik, my question is, do you think that could have something to do with it, or do you think this is just his level?
No, I mean, I definitely think it has something to do with it. Again, we talk a lot about, if you think about like our wingers going from, Mahrez and, where Mahrez isn't even playing that much. He's having to hold bench at times to now, again, you saw Doku has been playing really well, but on our right side, we're playing Cherky as a winger, but technically he's kind of more tucking inside. If we bring in Savio, that's not really hitting yet. We don't have the same wide options that we've had in the past. That's just one example. So yeah, I do think the transition that our team is in, as our club is in as a whole, matters to him. Yeah, I think it affects him. Yes, definitely. But I see snippets and moments, but not the consistency that we obviously saw in that season. So yeah,
I have an unpopular opinion on Man City. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Man City was that bad today. I actually think they had a lot of moments. They had a lot of chances. They could have scored. Like Foden himself. It's funny because we spoke about Foden. Foden actually
could have had a hat-trick.
Moments.
But that's the small margin.
To be honest with you, Foden should have had a penalty. That shot one was a bad one. I'll be real with you.
Yes.
The offside I have no problem with. Semi-automated, whatever. I think correct decision. Personally, I know there were Mo was calling it out actually and stuff like this. But for me, the it should have been a penalty because I think Shard did grab Foden's foot. But I don't think City were that bad. I think this is a stadium that's difficult to go to for all Premier League clubs. Even Arsenal had to win there in the last second, so it's not going to be easy. These guys as well, Javon and Marshall have a very bad record at St. James's Park. So it's not an easy place to go. It's very difficult. And I think City actually played really well. Haaland even missed a chance. So they could have won today's game. Is today's game like a measuring stick? To be honest, no. But here's the problem for Man City. And I don't want to make it about Arsenal, but it's the reality because they're in a title race. Yeah. If Arsenal go tomorrow and win, they're 7 points ahead in November. Issue already. Like that's just the reality situation. Now I understand as a City fan, you'll always back your club. You will think you can come back. You should still believe you're in a title race. And as Tarik said, he said it himself. He didn't go like, "Oh, it's over, guys." No, he still believes in the title race, and rightfully so. But we all expect, let's just be honest about this. We all expect Arsenal to beat Spurs tomorrow. Let's cut the crap. Spurs are not going to come.
We will beat Spurs tomorrow.
Like, I get there's the hoping side, like, oh my God, I hope they get a draw, versus the reality.
Martial fraud.
Arsenal are going to win. So because Arsenal are going to win, that makes the difference already 7 points, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the part, that's the element, the fact that it's before the North London derby, probably giving Arsenal a bit more belief now, if anything.
Yeah, and I agree. The only thing I'll rebuttal is I still think it doesn't matter what form Newcastle is in. I still think going to St. James's Park and pulling off 3 points is a statement. I really do think it's one of those grounds there. If you're in a title race and you can go there and pick up 3 points, it's a statement for the league.
Yeah, which is why if we would have won today, it would have. I really believe it would have pulled us within, I think, 1 point of Arsenal. It would have applied so much pressure to them because, again, everybody knows it's difficult to go to St. James, which is why, again, yeah, we lost. It sucks because I think we had enough chances to win it. I mean, but it's never going to be easy going there. It's just not.
Why Arsenal are being talked about as going to win the league, because when they went and beat us in the last minute and scored the last minute goal earlier on the other month, now everyone's talking about they've almost kind of excited by getting the win. So it's put them in a position where they've gone to a really difficult ground and got the points. So it's almost propelled them into a title race, because people now believe, now they've gone and done it and got a result like that they can go on and win the league.
Yeah,
so
exactly. It's not even, and it's actually even bigger than that, because we struggle so much at St. James Park and we struggle against your physical midfield, and the fact that we overcame that. If you ask any Arsenal fan what the biggest win of the season was, it was that win at St. James Park, and the fact that we didn't put our heads down and actually got through and get it. Like the Newcastle that I saw today was the Newcastle that I see play Arsenal every single season, and it actually, like, it stresses me out. Like even if I'm watching it, bro, like even if I'm watching Man City play, like it's stressful to watch because Newcastle are so physical in that midfield, and they looked up for it all day. I mean, credit to Man City, they did have a chance to win it, but I mean, Newcastle, man, like after that second goal went in, you knew it was over.
It's not even that.
Well, actually, I didn't. I don't think I did, because I thought
it was over.
I thought we still had. So, well, first of all, they scored. We scored, I think, 3 or 4 minutes later to tie it up. But I said on the stream that I was doing at the time that we can't let them get another one quick, right? We got to be able to control our emotions in those moments. You can't just, lose your head and let them come right back and get another one. And so when they scored again, I think it was like 3 minutes later, that was disappointing. And so now it's like, okay, can we get into a shootout with them? And again, I think we have enough chances to do that. But so I didn't think it was over. But at that point, I thought it was, we're playing for a draw. We're not going to win this match at this point, but we got to get one to get back into a draw.
Let's not forget. Barnes could have had a hat trick as well. He missed a killer chance.
He did miss a sitter. First half, oh my God, I know the one that you're talking about. First half missed the cross and he missed it from 2 yards.
He was offside, but still should have.
And that's not like Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes is normally a sharpshooter. He's a sniper for the goal. Like this is an ongoing thing with Newcastle fans, because Newcastle fans love Gordon because he'll run all day for you, back and forth. He'll give all this energy, blah 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 blah. I've been saying for years, it's all right if you want an athlete, but I want someone that's going to actually do something in the final third. And for me, Gordon, and I've been saying it for the last year, Gordon has been shocking. He's poor in front of goal. He doesn't cross or try to sign him as well. He's very much a player that plays for himself. Whereas Barnes is a killer in front of goal. He will put the ball in the back of the net, which is why those misses in the first half were surprising by him. But the bit that I get with Barnes, and the bit that I love about Barnes, even if he misses those chances, he's like a striker. You don't care. He's waiting for the next one. And the next one comes and he takes it. And then he takes the next one. And that's the difference between Barnes and Gordon. But what I will say with Tarik's point about Man City, when that second goal goes in, Newcastle United lock it down. They bring Botman on. They go 3 at the back and they go, we're not going to make that mistake that we made when we scored the first goal. You got back in it. Now we're in ahead and we're winning again. You ain't getting back in. To be fair, You didn't really create a chance after that. You put balls into the box, we cleared it.
Yeah,
You
at that
put
point,
in the area, poke,
yeah.
flex. You didn't actually create a clear-cut chance.
To your point, we brought in Savio and we kind of changed up our attack, and then there was a lot of spamming of crosses. It was as a City fan, I was frustrated at that point because it's like exactly. And again, I know maybe he had lost his legs or whatever, but I questioned Pep in that moment. You know, it is what it is. We learn from it, I guess. But yeah, I think we weren't going to beat you all by putting 5 and 6, 7 crosses into the box and hoping that Haaland wins them. You guys are too big. You're too physical. We're just not going to win that.
I'm glad you brought that up because, and I hate to I hate to have to repeat it because I feel like every season we have the same conversation, but it's not a coincidence that it's being brought up again. Haaland was quiet today. Do you feel like today Newcastle turned you, or not exposed, maybe not the right word, but kind of showed us how you guys can be a little one-dimensional, and when Haaland's out of the game, that X factor, there's no one else. Like even Cherky today was disappointing. I can't lie, and I like that player a lot. But like, do you feel like Newcastle kind of showed a blueprint of like, oh man, they still have this problem where you take Haaland out of the game and there's no juice anywhere else?
Well, I mean, again, I look at Phil could have had 2 or 3 goals. Daku created plenty of chances for Haaland. He just didn't put them away. So while, it sucks when Haaland doesn't score, but it also sucks when everybody else isn't taking their chances. And I think that's the part that was frustrating for me, is because I think we have enough talent on the pitch to get those goals. So, I mean, if we lose, so it's easy to say that, right? And I can't argue it because we just lost today. And Haaland didn't score. And maybe if he takes one of those early chances, if Phil takes a chance, of course, goals change games. So maybe it does make a difference. But the reality is, I do want more from Phil. I do want more from Savio. Cherky is new into the league, so he's still adjusting. He's still adapting. He's been injured. He's been in and out of the lineup with I think the international break. There's just a lot going on. But I definitely want more. I'm not sitting here thinking that, everybody was great. No, we weren't, and we got to be better. But I'm not concerned about, the whole conversation about, being too dependent upon Haaland or whatever. I think you have a generational goal scorer, you're gonna feed him. He's gonna get the vast majority of our goals. So I'm not concerned about that, as long as everybody else takes their chances, because we created enough. We created enough for other people to win this match.
Going back to the and then last time before moving, going back to Foden. Foden scores at least one of those goals. It's a different game, So,
and that's why for me, and look, this is the thing for me about this whole City situation, is I don't think this is an indicator of anything, because on any other day they could be a lot more clinical. The thing for me with Haaland is I was probably one of the few people online who didn't say anyone else was better than Haaland headed into the season. Like not now his numbers speak
the ESAC conversation.
I've always said Haaland is the best striker in the world, and I stick by that. Listen, guys, Haaland is very simple. You create Haaland 4 chances, he's gonna score 2 of them. It's as simple as that. It's not on Haaland to create for himself, and the whole dependent on Haaland. Liverpool last season were dependent on Salah. Guess who's the Premier League champions? Liverpool Football Club. Guys, you remember at the start of the stream, people think I'm exaggerating. What's the name of the City fan? Guys?
Oh my God.
Let's do this. So before we move on to Liverpool, big up to all of you guys. 800 people are in the building. I appreciate and love every single one of you guys. Guys, every link is in the description. The City fan is Tarik Peterson, Tarik Peterson, and Shades of Blue podcast. They're all in the description. Marshall is top right, Casually FC. Javon, Final Whistle podcast. TJ Warren TV, Loaded Mag, and UFC. All the links are in the description. Go give every single one of them a subscribe right now. It doesn't even take you away from the stream. You can subscribe to them literally right now and continue to watch the show. Big up to Tarik. Unbelievable debut so far. Pete is a fraud. We know this already. I've worked with him before. Now,
you were going to pull out.
TJ, let's speak about the hose of the Premier League, Liverpool Football Club. Like, subscribe, chat. Talk to me, TJ. Since you're As soon as I mentioned Liverpool, this team.
Well,
the
you know,
Energizer Bunny is activated. Go ahead.
I just think it's so funny that I'm actually able. This is fortuitous. I'm actually able to come on your stream when you ask me to. To be fair, you asked me 2 days ago to come on here, and I was just like, you know what, we're going to be dealing with Liverpool coming back, 3 points. City maybe get 3 points. Marshall will definitely get 3 points, unfortunately. You know, and we'll just come here and we'll be talking about the Tottenham Hotspur game the next day. Nope. What a great day of football for Arsenal fans. What a great day of football for me, especially because I get to watch a bunch of trees just absolutely take over Anfield, bro. It looks like the last of us at Anfield right now.
Just trees.
It's just absolute, just trees. Just trees growing out of Anfield right now. Nottingham Forest absolutely destroyed you. And here's the thing. I would be a little bit more kind if I didn't come on this stream over the summer and have to hear about you having the best transfer window in Europe, taste the biscuit every single time I come on here. And then I come on to your stream and you're crying when you're down 2-0 and people in your stream are like, hey, Husam, this is the worst title defense ever. And you said, oh, this is Chelsea. It was actually Chelsea and they finished 10th. What place are you in right now? Just to be clear.
11th.
Is this May right now, just to be clear?
11th? Oh, okay. No, 11th. Just making sure.
I never said they were 10th in November.
Yeah. So Liverpool are there to be gotten at. You guys are the Premier League sorority girl, just getting passed around the frat house. Like it's been absolutely incredible to watch, especially because you know we have to talk about Mikel Arteta all the time winning his last trophy with another man's club. What did Slot do last season? Oh, won a trophy with another man's club. As soon as he gets his own ingredients, man doesn't know how to cook, and this guy doesn't know how to adjust either. Husam, I guarantee you could manage this team better than Arne Slot. And half of your fan base are still asking for this guy to stay. And I've been reading on Twitter while I've been listening to you guys talk that he has a guarantee until the end of the year. He is not going to leave. He is not going to leave. So the damage isn't even close to being done yet.
According to who said this?
Oh, ITK is on Twitter. Don't worry about it. He's not leaving.
Bro, no.
You know he's not leaving, bro. You know he's not leaving. You know in your heart of hearts, in your Jordanian heart of hearts, Husam, you know he's going to stay. And I'm here for it.
Klopp's not coming back, Husam.
Yeah. And all you guys are crying for Klopp to come back? How pathetic, bro. She's gone.
Javon and Marshall right now. When you get people saying that Slot's job isn't in jeopardy, that's actually when it's in jeopardy. And let's go based off the facts. After our 5th win in the Premier League, they started contract negotiations. Liverpool Football Club have halted contract negotiations for the last month. So, forget what I think or you think or what ITK thinks. The club itself have stopped contract negotiations with the guy.
Yeah, until he starts winning again in the Champions League, and then they start renegotiating with him, bro. Like, okay, look, great. I don't think
PSV. So we beat PSV and then lose to West Ham. You think that changes anything?
I don't think you're going to lose to West Ham, number one, but number two.
Oh, really?
I don't think you will. I don't think you will. West Ham are so up and down.
I love this version of Husam.
You have the quality.
DJ actually doesn't know.
Here's the thing. Actually, you might not beat you might lose to PSV out of both of them.
No. West Ham in the last 3 games have 7 points out of 9, and they've scored 8 goals in the last 3 games.
Better than they were under Potter, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
TJ,
I need a Callum Wilson masterclass.
I love this version of Husam because last season he was the big dog. The minute he stepped onto the street,
Javon, you remember leopard in a tree?
Met Husam, he's been like that.
Bro, this is great.
It's not Husam anymore. It's Husam, by the way.
I know it's been a while since I've been on the channel, but it's so great to be back because last time I spoke to you, Husam, or you were Husam back then.
No, just
you were champions, and now I'm here, and it's like, oh, this is great. I actually get to like dance on your grave a little bit. This is fun.
Hey, Husam, where's the leopard now? Where's the leopard now? Is it in the tree still? Or did it get shot out of the tree?
Were you telling people to kiss your feet? Were you
TJ,
really?
find them.
Were you really, brother?
You know what this
Expecting
is?
people to come here and kiss the ring. Unbelievable.
You know what this is? This is the big dog in TJ barking at the little puppy, and the little puppy is getting shriveled up and scared, which is Husam. I've never seen this man so quiet. Last season, he was ringing everybody. He was in everybody's live stream, in everybody's chat, commenting. You know, you couldn't turn. You turn right, there's Husam. You turn left, there's Husam. This man is calling people when the match fixture doesn't even concern him. Look at him now.
Okay.
We're gonna call him Sam.
Let's just break this down. Okay, £450 million spent in the summer. Okay, no other club has spent that in one summer window. 450 million. Signed arguably one of the best strikers in the world, one of the best young strikers in Europe in Hugo Ekitike, one of the best attacking midfielders in the world in Florian Wirtz.
Where was Florian Wirtz today?
Hold on.
You forgot two.
Hold on. Spent all this money. 11th place, minus 2 goal difference. That's got to be historic, right?
Yeah, you owe us
one of the biggest fumbles in modern history. Has to be. How can any of those Liverpool supporters ever be accepting of that? 450 million, 11th place, minus 2 goal difference.
At this rate, we're discussing Liverpool potentially having the worst title defense in Premier League history. Not because of where you place, but it's the context of how much money you spent and where you are right now in the season. And the expectations, right? Because listen, this is where I appreciate Liverpool. Take this bad reputation that Chelsea have away from me, right? Because when Jose had that capitulation season where we finished, where do we finish, Javon? It was 10th, right? Horrible season, and people remember that season over. It's like a sore. It sticks out like a sore thumb. Husam, please take it, please, because today I remember all this discussion about Virgil van Dijk, one of the greatest defenders in the Premier League, and all this and that, and it's like, it's crazy. You give the guy a brand new contract, and all of a sudden, it's Aura defending, on all fours defending.
No.
Lizzo defending. Yeah. and listen, it's not even. I'm not going to say like Van Dijk's a horrible defender. Obviously, he's one of the greats. I'll give him that. But defensively, you guys look absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I know your defenders aren't bad. It's the way they're being set up, who they're putting in front of the, like, just what was that one goal that just completely, you guys got completely exposed on that right-hand side? Who was it?
Amari Hutchinson, when he picks up the ball.
Hutchinson!
And he's dribbling.
Oh my God!
Touch.
I thought I was watching a FIFA replay. I thought it was one of those, like, you go on YouTube, you look for the game, and it's someone playing FIFA. I thought it was one of those. It's like, how did you actually do that? And he could have scored from that, and then it rebounds, and the other player scores, right? But it's like, absolutely horrible from Liverpool. And no solution in sight. Isak hiding. Florian Wirtz, I don't know if he even touched the pitch. I forgot to check.
He was on the bench.
I think he's hurt.
Injured from what? Putting the cones down in training?
So he played during the international break, so it's surprising that he's not able
We don't talk enough about Isak. 125 million. 125 million.
No.
You talk shit about your ex.
He has time.
We are approaching December, and we are approaching December, and apparently he's still in a preseason.
Yep.
He's got a groin made of cheese string, and we know that because we had to deal with it previous. The guy never makes a 90 minutes. Newcastle fans would have told Liverpool fans in the summer, the guy never makes a 90 minutes, never played 90 minutes, but yet he's expected to play 3 matches a week. I'm stunned that he was even starting that game today. This is a big issue, and Liverpool fans, you aren't talking about this enough. There are a few Liverpool fans on socials that are starting to talk about Isak in a certain way. You guys are not talking about this enough. 125 million. He refused to play for us in order to sign for you. He said he was going to create history. The only history that he's created is that in the 4 appearances that he's signed and played for Liverpool in the Premier League, he's lost all 4 of them. That's the history that he's created today. Not history, anything else. That's the history. 4 games in the Premier League, 4 defeats.
And you know,
hold that.
And
I think I know
dirty,
part of the reason.
Dirty rat. Hold that.
And I think I know part of the reason why he doesn't get enough flack, because the guy who's taking all of that attention away, in my opinion, I never thought I would see Mo Salah be this bad. He horrible right now. Absolutely horrible.
I'm ready
to be fair, he was their best player on the pitch today, and that's not saying
he was
much.
our best player today. Don't even try.
Horrible.
Don't even try.
But he was bad.
He was the only thing. He wasn't bad. He was just the only. He was just the only body doing. He was the only body doing anything.
Give it up. Hazard is the same age. He's playing with chunks right now. So allow it.
Hey, no rebuttal.
This is the Liverpool segment.
He's doing charity stuff with chunks.
Before you can give us a rebuttal,
Guys,
you need
not
to get your way out
every
the force.
Guys, not every day today Salah had the most completed dribbles on the pitch and created the most chances.
And you are still lost 3-0. Find your way out of the forest.
Okay, so it's not
what
his
I will
fault.
say. So what I will say on Isak is, I am not hearing. There's one argument that I will never hear. Give this guy time. In the summer, before he signed, any Premier League club would have wanted to sign this guy. He's been doing it season out, season in. Average 20 goals a season for what? 3 seasons now? And I'm supposed to give him time? But the only time you get is to lace up your boots and to go on the pitch. No other time other than that. What are we talking about? There should be harsher critics for Isak than there is for Mo Salah and there is for Wirtz. Because guess what? You can say with Salah, and hear me out, Dan, you never know when a magic is going to leave a player like Salah. It's just what it is. Father time, it comes and goes, right? You can use the excuse for Wirtz. You know what? He still needs to adjust. He needs to bulk up a bit. He's in a more physical league. But a man that I've seen ripped up Everton, ripped up my team, ripped up multiple teams for Newcastle. We should be giving him time. Man, there's
Absolutely
the door.
not.
Walk right through the door and don't come back. Foolish.
Not for that price tag, not for the experience he has in the Prem.
Even
Not
if
for
it
the
was
fact that
50 mil.
he refused to play.
The type
He
of
refused to
performance.
play.
Bro, even if it was 50 mil, the type of performances you were giving at Newcastle, you should be able to translate it because you're in the same league. I'm
Just to add to that,
for you now. What are you talking
just to
about?
add to that, 16 touches he had in the whole match. 16 touches in 68 minutes. 16 touches.
Which is the stick that they used to beat Holland with. I think it doesn't matter if you don't touch the ball that much, as long as you're scoring, as long as you're converting, as long as you're contributing. If you're not doing anything else and you're not touching the ball, then there's an issue. And unfortunately for him, he's not having an impact, at least not a positive impact on his team.
Here's why that doesn't even correlate. Because when you look at the two type of player styles, Isak is known to picking up the ball and having dribbles. Isak is known to beat the man. Isak is known to have the good link-up play, spin a man. And when you're doing none of that, the bare minimum for your type of player, nah, bro, I'm not having it. I'm not.
Is that a slot issue?
There's a phrase that we use for Newcastle fans at the moment. I would be using it for a while now. Is that Isak's the iPhone, but he's without the charger, and the charger was Jacob Murphy. The amount of assists that he gave him last season, he provided all the bullets for that gun to score the goals. You sign the iPhone, you're without the charger.
It was supposed to be Wirtz was supposed to be the charger.
That dude, yeah.
Like McAllister, they had a good midfield, but they don't. And they've been falling short. And I think that is onslaught. It's if you have 11 players playing badly, it's the manager. It's not the players. They have a quality. And look, you can say, oh yeah, Mohamed Salah is getting older and he's regressing. Yeah, any player would be. But this is being accentuated by how bad Arne Slot is and how isolated Salah is on the wing. And look, Marshall, he was their best player on the pitch today. He was putting their left back in a blender a couple of times. He did do a good job, but he just had nobody around him playing. Nobody. No, I think he had one chance, and it wasn't even a big chance. It was like a small one, right? You saw him like it wasn't even a big one.
Yeah, there was
like, and people were saying, "Oh yeah, well," so other people I think are reaching and saying, "Oh, old Solo would have finished that." I don't think so.
The reason why I'm not getting on Solo today because I watched the game.
I'm not getting on him.
And there was a couple times where
it's more.
There are more guilty parties in that lineup than Salah. I'll tell you that
most
for
definitely.
free.
Today, watching Salah right now is just
let me
Virgil Van Disney.
Today was not
let
the
me
game for Salah.
respond to you guys. First of all, no one interrupt because it didn't interrupt any of you. Number one, big up to Tarik because you could tell he's not starving like the rest of you because he's a four-time league winner and he's seen his club win the Champions League in the last 5 years. So he feels very satisfied with his club. So he's just sat here giving actual analysis. You could tell that Javon and Marshall have been starving since Daddy Abramovich left the club, and you could tell by their reactions because they can't wait to criticize. This is all PTSD from all the Caicedo and Enzo criticism, so that's why they went for the £100 million plus players. That's the agenda. Oh my God! Remember what you said about Caicedo? Remember what you said about Enzo? Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. He cost 100 million. I have a Newcastle fan who has the audacity to say that Jacob Murphy is the reason why Isak scored 23 goals in a Newcastle shirt.
True.
Jacob fucking Murphy.
It's true.
I would take Javon in my team ahead of Jacob Murphy. No one rates Jacob Murphy. He's just another average.
And you'd be surprised. There's more people that rate Jacob Murphy
did today.
10 years from now, Jacob Murphy will remember just as another Ashley Young, just as another Stuart.
Doesn't mean that Isak didn't need him though.
He's just another guy. I've got this guy over here, man, like TJ, confused as fuck. He don't know if he's Arteta in or Arteta out. He's out here talking about.
Here we go. Here we go.
Where is the leopard?
Not talking about his own team.
Hey,
Husam, why don't you talk about your own club and how bad they are? You stop talking about my club, who are in first place, and start talking about your club.
This is it.
He has to attack us because he has nothing. He doesn't have a leg to stand on, Javon. He's done. He's finished, bro. Finished.
Someone said the reason why Isak.
This guy's gonna be chain smoking in the dark, crying here in an hour. Watch.
It's crazy to me. Jacob Murphy.
I don't think it's crazy though, Husam.
Average Joe. Mark Albrighton. That's Jacob Murphy. Guys, we suck right now. Okay.
Sure.
I could tell Marshall didn't watch the game. Big up to Javon and TJ.
I did watch the game.
Good
what
point.
are you talking about?
Today is not on.
The one time I watch a game, Jacob.
Today is not on Mo. 100%. He was our best player on the pitch. Him and Soboslai. Literally, the two best players on the pitch. They aren't the reason why we lost.
Bookmarking that.
Look, the reason why I don't blame Isak is because Isak starts, we lose. Ekitike starts, we lose. McAllister starts, we lose. There is no combination of players that we don't lose in. We have lost with every single fucking combination. The issue at Liverpool Football Club right now is the style and the structure at which we play football, because we are putting all our players in uncomfortable positions. Isak had one moment where I expect him to do better. Salah got past like two players and created the chance for him. I think that's the chance Javon is talking about.
Yeah,
yes.
he just ripped up
that
side,
or at least hit the target. 100%. He sliced at it. I agree with that 100%. But I cannot blame Isak. It's fuck Newcastle forever because they ruined Isak's season and their own season and the Swedish national team season and our season just by doing all of that and in the end accepting 120 million anyway. But that's buy to buy. You could tell the biggest club in the Northeast, big up Sunderland. You know where they're at.
Look how salty you are. Look how salty you are. Just so you know, your big boys,
win tomorrow, by the way, guys.
And Soboslai just got owned by a Geordie Maradona named Elliot Anderson. Just remember that today. That boy taught you boys a lesson, right? Just remember that. So you can be salty all you want. But even though we found some money in the bank, and one of our Geordie boys told you a lesson. Absolutely pounded your midfield into the mud because they were frauds. They're a bunch of frauds. That's what it is. With a fraud manager, who's living off Klopp's hype. That's all he's doing, living off Klopp's legacy. And now he's having to fend for himself. Look at what you see him. You're seeing the Van Dijk. The Van Dijk's just a delegator. He's not a defender anymore. He's not a defender. He's a delegator. All he does is pushes other defenders to do his job for him. He can't do it himself. That's what he's been doing for weeks now. And I've been calling out. People are going, no, he's still quality. He's still quality. No, he's not. He's a delegator. He don't want to defend. All he wants to do is pass off his jobs to other people. Classic Classic move when you
And
get
get
to
mad at his
34
teammates
and your
when
legs
he
are gone
makes a
and you can't
mistake.
defend anymore. You start delegating. That's all he's doing. He's a delegator. He ain't quality anymore. Having him in the same conversation with some of the quality is the likes of Terry, Ferdinand, Vidic of the years gone by. You're having a laugh. He's not in their level. He's not in their level of defender. It's just the fact that the defenders now are nowhere near, the attackers now are nowhere near as good. So it makes him look better. Right? You're not having that conversation. He's a fraud.
You're just being reactionary and nostalgic because Vidic got cooked a lot in the Premier League. So did Rio. Let's not do this nostalgic crap. I hate when we pretend that players 20 years ago didn't have bad games. Total bullshit. Wasn't John Terry centre back when they lost to Bradford City at home? Like, let's not do this whole these guys
we
have
could
never
have
got
games
before.
We could have
All
games,
these bro, we won 4-1 at Old Trafford, 4-1, and Rio and Vidic both played 4-1 in their own backyard.
Hey, focus on the current
you know who was in that team? Fabio Aurelio, Dos Sena, players like that. So let's not do this.
The difference is Rio Ferdinand was doing the business from 20 years old up until 35. Van Dijk hasn't been doing it since he turned up for
Did you
Liverpool.
guys concede 7 goals to Aston Villa?
The thing is with Liverpool right now, there's only
Actually,
two ways this happens.
What are we doing?
Either this guy turns this shit around, or he's gonna get sacked. There is no in the middle. This is the reality. Every club has a cutoff point. Liverpool Football Club give managers time. We acknowledge this. But it doesn't mean that he'll be here forever. Because if he loses, as an example, to PSV, if he loses to West Ham, the writing is on the wall, as they say. And the whole statement, TJ doesn't know this. When the media report that a jobs manager is safe, that's usually when he's in the best trouble.
Yeah.
Ask Javon and Marshall, they'll tell you right now. When you
they said that about Emerim. They said that about Emerim, Husam. Now where are we at?
United is different.
Yeah, but guess what, DJ? Emerim was really close to getting sacked, and then he went 5 games undefeated. It's the reality.
I think he actually wanted to leave.
Yeah. So what happens when Slot gets two wins in a row against mediocre opponents?
Does it look like we can win any game of football?
No.
Not right now, no.
Not right now.
Good.
Also, let's establish something. We played Nottingham Forest at fucking home.
Yeah,
they beat you. They beat you at home last year.
They were 19th
Just saying.
in the Premier League headed into this. They were 19th in the Premier League.
Nottingham Forest said, "You are alone in the forest. You are alone."
Yeah,
you walking
alone. And I'm just bummed because I was hoping Forest are going to get relegated, and then you helped them out. Thanks for that.
Yeah, now you guys are going to get happy Wolfie for the.
What do you have against?
I was looking forward to
Nottingham Forest.
I was just looking forward to Wolfie Sky Bet Championship watch-alongs. That was all I was really looking forward to be honest with you.
But I don't listen. Before Pete brought up the whole Jacob Murphy thing, I don't think that's too far fetched. Like, listen, I'm not obviously it's Mohamed Salah. I'm not gonna say, oh, Salah should be assisting more and creating more at this. Like, it's his career. He can do whatever he wants. I think today there were moments where he was selfish when he should have passed, and there was moments where he passed where maybe he should have been selfish. Right? The decision making hasn't been pinpoint, but. To Pete's point, Jacob Murphy was an unsung hero last season for Newcastle, and at some points in the season, he was one of the best right wingers in the league because of how much he was creating. Like, I think when you really dumb it down to what is the core issue, and I think you've probably discussed this already, Husam and everyone has discussed it.
It's actually Husam now.
It's just
Husam.
Yeah.
Husam.
With a W.
Yeah.
Husam in the chat, everybody.
You've
Husam
probably
in the
already
chat.
discussed this to death, but it goes back to the recruitment and how the team was built and just the balance overall. Like, I just think you guys tried to do the Galactico thing, and now it's, biting you in the ass. And to go back to what you were saying about, this is Chelsea fans are waiting for their moment. Yeah, we're waiting for a moment because, Husam, let's be honest, you have been on our necks nonstop since I've known you. So this is the one time where I'm going to say allow it, because when we spent how much money on Caicedo, you wrung us out for that. When we spent how much money on Enzo, I'm sure you were one of the Liverpool fans wringing us out for it. All the copium about like, oh, we didn't need Caicedo. We have McAllister. Oh, we don't need Enzo.
When they were bragging, remember, Marshall, when they were bragging that they had signed Caicedo, and in 24 hours he was on his way to Stamford Bridge. Nobody
it doesn't
forgot
go back to that. It's just the same expectations. The whole we must of the world when we signed those players. You guys broke the transfer record twice. You're gonna get cooked. Yeah, I won't be surprised if Wolfie comes here and tries to cook you. Like, everyone's gonna cook you because you broke the transfer record twice, and you're defending champions, and you're this low. Like, you're out of the title race. Like, there's no way in any universe where I see Slot, and this is what's shocking to me. I actually respect Slot a lot for what he did at Feyenoord. I thought he was a much better manager than what I'm seeing. I was wrong. I have a bad eye for a manager now. I can't even trust myself. But like, to see the collapse in this way after what you spent, after what you did last season, it's shocking. It is absolutely shocking. And there's no way you guys, no matter what you do, come back into a title race after
I think you're Europa League bound.
Habibi, what title race?
You were in the title race at the beginning.
20 goals in 20 games. What title race?
No, it's done. No, I'm saying I agree. It's done.
One win first. What title race? What title?
It's done. I'm just saying. Any Liverpool fans out there that actually believe, then I'm sorry.
Husam just wants 3 points.
Habibi, you want me to take Alexander Isak to Kazakhstan? What do you mean title race, Habibi? Let me get 5th place. The thing is, this is my point now. Jokes aside, okay? Yeah, you guys did the whole cooking thing. Jokes aside, look, when it comes to the manager, there is no if, buts, or maybes about this now. You cannot lose 6 out of 7 games as the Liverpool manager.
Absolutely not.
Hodgson was never this bad. I lived through the Hodgson era. We lost to Blackpool 2-1 at Anfield. 2-1. Not 3-0. 2-1 at Anfield with 100 times worse players than this. If we did combined 11 Liverpool 2010 versus now, the only player that gets into this team is Stevie. Other than that, it's literally 10 from this current era. Like, it's just Stevie who gets in. We lost 2-1 to Blackpool at home. Fucking Charlie Adam and Taylor Fletcher scored. I think it was either Fletcher or Campbell. One of them. I forget which one, but one of them scored. And Hodgson got sacked. This is even worse. This is worse.
This is bad.
You want to know why? Because when you have no expectation, it doesn't feel it doesn't feel as bad as it does right now. You know, having expectation versus when you know you're crap. You know, I'll use like a basketball analogy. If you right now, if you're a fan of like OKC and you lose compared to you're a fan of like the fucking, I don't know, like the Charlotte Hornets and you lose, like, it's different. We were the Hornets 15 years ago. Like, oh yeah, we lost again. Great. Bro, we took Northampton Town to penalties. Northampton Town, we took them to penalties. Like, I've lived through bad. But the problem is we're the reigning Premier League champions who have spent 450 million. So that's why it's on Arnie, because legitimately, guys, I know, look, everyone has players they want to dig out, and that's cool because I've dug out your players. So this is all's fair in love and war. It's you're just reciprocating what I've done in the past, which I've got no problem with. But the truth of the matter is, we have tried every fucking combination and lost.
You're right.
So,
you're right.
Lost every combination.
Does it make you
Liverpool lose? Marshall, why are you like this? So drop. Hear me out. I'll land on this. Let me land. Let me just land it. Drop Isak, start Ekitike, L. Drop Salah, start Kaiser, Frimpong, L. Drop Gakpo, L. Drop Wirtz, L. Drop McAllister, L. Drop like every fucking scenario possible to mankind has happened, and we are losing in every single scenario. So by definition, you know, you're not gonna sell 20 players, guys. Let's just be honest.
The manager gotta go, bro.
Yeah,
and from a honestly believe though that the Ekitike is not like. Do you genuinely believe that Isak is a better option up front than Ekitike? Ekitike has had a good start to this season for a young lad into the English Premier League. He's done well. He's come off the bench and done well, way more than Isak. How is Isak starting games?
I hear what you're saying.
I don't get it.
What?
Like, he would be a better option.
Ekitike has just went his 8th game in a row without scoring a goal. See what I'm saying? You see that when I come here, I know what I'm talking about. Every combination has sucked, bro. Isak's been injured, by the way. Isak's been injured. He didn't play our last 3 games. We lost all of them. Other than
because he didn't have a preseason.
Yeah, but he's still better than Isak right now.
TJ, that's not the point. My point is we've done the Ekitike thing and we still lose. We've done the
Yeah.
thing.
He's basically saying no matter what they try, they still lose, and that's down to the manager. The manager just hasn't figured
Does
it
that
out.
then make you think?
I hear it.
Do you think?
He's right. He's right. The manager gotta go, bro.
I hear what you're saying.
I guess my question for you, because you said we've tried all these things, does this season make you and just stick with me? Does it make you look at last season as maybe just the rest of the league was just crap? Because how did you put it together last season and then be so far off this season?
I think Trent played a
Okay,
big part.
I'll say this. Look,
And plus he had to work with what was there already.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I don't think nothing that happens this season changes what happened last season. And I'll use examples. Look, before last season, Liverpool, even when City were bad, had never won at the Etihad in the Premier League era against Pep Guardiola. So we changed that. This is the same manager that looked at Leverkusen centre-back, played Diaz in a false 9. This is the same manager that was able to make Szoboszlai be the runner for Mo instead of Mo running around all game. And he had the opportunity to be that guy. So he brought out the best numbers season out of Mo ever. This is the manager that basically with 1 forward that's elite and 5 players who are average / above average ended up having the highest scoring attack in the league. This is a manager that brought the best out of McAllister and Gravenberch. Remember, Gravenberch was not even an option to begin with.
I remember he's not a true DM. He's still not.
He made him a starting DM. Let's not forget that. Robertson, Tsimikas as the left backs, and we still ended up winning. So look, here's the thing. I get the logic you're looking at but the logic from a Liverpool fan is different because I saw him win me games with tactical adjustments last season. As a matter of fact, what's pissing me off is I actually saw it this season. Arsenal at home. It's 0-0. Arsenal clearly aren't attempting to win the game. He brings on Curtis Jones, changes the game like that. Immediately, Liverpool start creating chances. We had the Wirtz half volley. We had 2-3 moments where we could have scored, and then we end up scoring with a free kick. And like this year, it's just like all the basics are gone. And to be honest with you, look, there's another element of management, tactics aside. Man management is very important, which is why I wouldn't take like an Inzaghi now or any I need a man manager who could do what Van Gaal did, come into the club, slap his balls on the table. That's literally what he did, and go like, I'm here and we're gonna do shit my way. Because I need someone who's a man manager. Tell you why. You look at Isak, Wirtz. Every single player in this club lacks confidence. No one believes in himself anymore. The only ones that still have a bit of belief in their ability is probably Mo and Virgil, just based off experience, and maybe a Szoboszlai, because he's still even cooking to an extent, even as shit as we've been. Other than that, they all have no belief in themselves. Gakpo got no belief. Kirk has left back team of the season. He has no belief in himself. McAllister, Gravenberch, double pivot in team of the season last year. They have no belief in themselves. So that's my thing. Like, all of them lack belief, and that's why we need a manager who is of a certain kind. Zidane, Xavi Hernandez, Luis Enrique. I'm just throwing names out there. We need.
I hate to say this, but Ancelotti would cook. He comes.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Puts his down around a few of them, and you never know.
But now he's down in Brazil, so that's not
a club this summer. We were never the summer to go buy. We were never the club to buy Isak and Wirtz. We didn't.
Yeah,
we
that
were
was
never
that's an anomaly.
Yeah,
so
that's an anomaly.
You become that type of club, you attract that ilk of manager, basically. So
yeah.
Like, do I think we would be this bad under Zidane? Fuck no.
Hell no.
Zidane comes in tomorrow, everyone feels confident all of a sudden, takes Isak to the side, has a conversation with him. That's fucking Zinedine Zidane. And people act like, bro, can we put the fries in the bag about this whole, why would he come to Liverpool? Can we stop acting like Liverpool's Burnley or some shit? Many managers would leave their current job to join Liverpool. So let's not do this whole thing. So, yeah, I think for me, the club has to act, and they have to act fast, because it's just unacceptable to be as shit as we are right now. It's as simple as that. But anyway, let me just grab these supers for move on to give Chelsea their 10 minutes of fame for beating the difficult game, Burnley.
Right, the most difficult game today, bro.
Tough game.
Extremely
game.
difficult. What are you talking about?
Big up to Curtis
Tough
Jones,
away
by the way,
game.
guys. It's actually his name. This was not the player. Big up to everyone locked in as well. We have 1,000 people almost in here. How many likes are we on? Let me make a challenge for the chat. Guys, we are at... We're not even at 300 likes yet. If we get to 400 likes, we got 900 people, I'll do a giveaway. You guys have 10 minutes. Free shirt if we get to 400 likes. Let's go. So it's on you. No money, nothing. It's a free bot. Y'all should have a Forest fan guest star cook tomorrow. Wolfie is gonna do my head in. Don't worry.
He's looking forward to it, by the way. He's looking forward to it. He told me earlier he's obviously celebrating his wedding anniversary, but he's gonna cook you.
I need to pray just for my mental health that Arsenal lose tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just because let's be honest, they'll become the main character immediately.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So like, if Arsenal lose tomorrow,
Sam,
I might
we agree
have
for
like
once.
an hour and a
Yes.
half off. You get me? So I'll enjoy that. Isak has no excuse, and Salah is old now. In summary, I hear you. He has no excuses. He's fit, and he should score. Like I do.
Yeah, he
hold
should
him
be
accountable.
doing a bit better.
100%.
A whole lot better.
I don't want to hear that Ice Spice impersonator being compared to Terry, by the way. Terry fell off gracefully like Thiago Silva. Okay, this is a massive
That's true.
agenda because Terry didn't fall off gracefully. I don't think, and I'm so
Chelsea he
glad
did.
Javon said it earlier on, and he's so right. Guys, when you lose the magic, you lose the magic. There's no such thing as fell off gracefully.
No, it's
I've
true,
seen
bro.
these players, all of them,
Yeah.
at all-time lows, bro.
It's shocking.
Go watch John Terry under Rafa Benitez and come back to me. Talk
Well,
to me about
be fair, Rafa
gracefully.
Benitez.
Gracefully.
No,
Really, Rafa Benitez, a Champions League winner. Rafa Benitez. Slot has won Prem, habibi. What do you mean? Like, as if I'm managed by fucking, like Pep Guardiola. But I'm managed by Slot. We own you at Anfield last year and now take it. This is just exercise, warm-up for Wolfie tomorrow. He's probably going to be seeing the same exact stuff. Anfield is my playground, is what he's going to be saying. 3-0 at home with Allison back to Forest. It's over. Mr. Perfecto, you just lost to Newcastle like fucking 5 minutes ago. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? We are bad brothers. We are bad brothers.
No.
Is that a City fan? Is that a City fan?
City fan, yeah. That's City fan.
I thought we had left that whole portion of the show. I was feeling okay now. I had gotten my confidence back up, and then you bring me back to it. Come on, man.
Hey, they did me
big
that.
ups, perfecto.
I started with the City section. They want to talk Liverpool immediately. It's funny. If you actually go back in the stream, they were all calm. Pete just said, I'm not going to say anything about Liverpool yet. As soon as the word Liverpool came out his mouth, 4 people off mute directly. He's ready.
That's funny.
Big up to Jack who says, if we keep him, my faith in the board will disappear. There's no keep him anymore. This is it. These next 2-3 games is done, bro. Like we just, if we lose to PSV on Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever the fuck we play next, it's finito, habibi.
What I'll say about the Champions League, because of the new format, it's kind of inconsequential whether he wins or loses because there's still time to catch it back to get to the round of 16. You get what I'm saying? So if he loses,
when you lose
kind of
6 out of 7, nothing is inconsequential anymore.
That is true.
If we played
two more losses.
Fleetwood Town in the Carabao Cup, it would be our final because of how shit we've been. So, this is how bad this has been, yeah? So let's just establish that. So guys, like I said, 400 likes, we'll do a giveaway. We're currently at 250, so get me to 400 likes. Why is Salah so disrespected, honestly? I'm so glad TJ has his moments. He stood up for Mo today. Appreciate that. Javon stood up for Mo. Unlike man in the top right who can't get over the fact that he overtook his legend. So yeah, big up to you,
Better player.
Anyway, like I said, guys, 400 likes is the target. Let's just do 10 minutes on Chelsea and then we're gonna wrap it up. Javon, since you're the honest Chelsea fan, unlike the other guy, talk to me about the Chelsea game and are you in a title race?
All right, I'll answer the second half of that question. The inconsistencies that I've seen from my team, I cannot say we are in a title race. I'll come back on the show after the Arsenal game next week, and then I can give you an honest opinion. But
Javon, it's the biggest week of both of our seasons.
Our season, yes. So I'm gonna put the banter aside for a minute.
Yep.
The inconsistency we've seen from Sunderland, Brighton, Manchester United, and some of the inconsistencies in flawed decision making at times from Maresca, or just poor decision making from our own defenders, and the injuries. I cannot come here with chest and say, yes, we're in a title race. But if Arsenal, who's historically for the last 3 seasons drop points at Stamford Bridge, come to us and we actually put out a performance and take 3 points, then I will be singing a different tune. For the first half of the question, it was at 7:30. It was at 12:30 kickoff. Burnley had us in the first 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna be 110% honest. However, the same defenders that I have shaky grounds on actually performed well. What do I mean by that? Tosin, who's the biggest liability in the Chelsea fan base right now and in the Chelsea team defensively, actually had a good game. He's making blocks and he's helping the build-up plays. And how we play, when we have a strong build-up play, our attack tends to thrive. Another thing as well, Andre Santos, he had a game and a half, and the reason why I'm giving him so much praise, because it doesn't matter whether it's before international break or after international break, Caicedo always plays. And one of the biggest things that we struggle with from a Chelsea perspective is to find time to give that guy rest. Andre Santos played at such a substantial level today that we were able to give Moises Caicedo 90 minutes. And no, the negatives, Joao Pedro could have had a better performance. Pedro Neto had good performance today, actually. Do you see him skipping by people today, Marshall? I was shocked. Pedro Neto, is that you? You know, Delap, very poor today. Delap was just a body up front. He's looking, that signing is kind of looking sideways. I know I was here criticizing.
I'm not crying about it.
But even then, Marshall, he should be doing more than what we're seeing now. His hold-up play was trash at times today in the first half. Let's keep a spade a spade. I'm not going to come here and criticize Isak and just completely skip over Dilap just because he's $30 million.
Isak is
he was signed before. Was he signed before Pedro? Joao Pedro?
Yes.
Do you think he came thinking he was going to be like your number one option, and then when Joao Pedro came in, kind of like with us with Trafford versus Donnarumma, that and the whole thing, and just kind of
Chelsea. You signed for Chelsea because he had a meeting with Eddie Howe around the same time, and he was going to be our first choice. And he was even said that even after he signed for Chelsea, that he was really impressed with what Eddie Howe had for the plan for him, and his agent both said they were really impressed by it. But because Chelsea said, you're going to be our guy, you're going to be our main guy, he went to Chelsea. More money, paid the fee easy. That's why he went Chelsea. But so he was sold a truth that wasn't necessarily a truth.
Yeah, correct. And
there are so many good Chelsea players I rate, but I think next week is the big test, Javon.
Yeah, next week is definitely. No, so this is not me praising beating Burnley, because again, we should be beating Burnley. It's just that the state of our club this season, it wouldn't be a shock. Marshall, would you be surprised if you saw 2-1 loss to Burnley today? Based on how we started,
no, because we were kind of on the fence of like with the way the season's been going. I could see us drawing against Burnley, but winning against Arsenal and Barcelona, just because we're just weird like that.
Yeah, and we play better in big games, especially when the game is more expansive. You understand? So
when we're allowed to play our game.
Exactly. So for us to beat Burnley, that's why I'm talking like this. But again, at the end of the day, it's Burnley. I'm just talking about the positives. The positives is we actually got to risk Caicedo for 90 minutes. You know, Gittins played well, and Pedro Neto is playing better. Had one of his better games over the last 5 games. That's pretty much it. And a clean sheet. Third clean sheet back to back. Robert Sanchez didn't have to do much. And our defense, the defensive structure seems to be better. But the real test will come against Arsenal. We'll stop at the league, flying right now, and we'll see what happens.
Are you? Yeah, and I thought Tosin had a fantastic game today too. By the way, I cannot believe I woke up and watched that. My question is: Does Delap and Joao Pedro's form going into these 2 matches worry you at all? No. Why not?
No, because
Joao Pedro looked awful today. I thought that was his worst game.
Yeah, it was definitely his worst game. The thing about like Delap, and obviously with the criticism of Delap, I find it difficult to criticize Delap, Javon, because this is literally his 3rd start since he's come back from injury. And so for me, it's like, one, the price, 30 mil. I can't criticize too much. We know he's an up and coming striker. He's like developing still. So there's that. And I think the other factor being like, you're just behind the ball versus everyone else. Everyone in my team, excluding like Jurgensen, for example, including Sanchez, has a GNA in this team, barring, Barring Delap. Delap is the only one that hasn't scored a GNA. He's behind the ball. Like, he hasn't gotten the chemistry down yet. He doesn't know his teammates yet completely. Like, say what you want. Like, he came in during Club World Cup, but different team. Some players of that in that team left. He played 2 games in that tournament, and then he's been sporadic. So he's not had enough game time. He's just coming back from injury, unlike Isak. But, I mean, Isak is also coming back from injury. But despite that, there's factors that, for me, I can be like, okay, maybe that's why. Is the performance excusable? Not really. I want you to do better, right? Because Nicholas Jackson, I criticize heavily for a lot of performances that were better than that one.
Yep.
So I think we'll see what happens in given time. But the fact that I'm getting goals from everywhere on the pitch, not just my striker or my cam, in this case, João Pedro and Delap, doesn't concern me. That's where I'm not worried, TJ, because today Neto scored, Enzo scored. Like, we got goals from other positions that
and we're actually creating. We're actually creating. It's not like it's a one-off. We're actually creating. What I will say about João Pedro's form, his form switches like that when Esteban was on the pitch, and it's night and day. I've seen within the same game, he had a performance like today, then Esteban comes out, and you're like, where has this performance been? You know? And against another team, he might be playing up front and having that solidity in midfield. Reece James might step in midfield, so which changes his role a bit. And Esteban was over there to link up with. So I'm not necessarily worried about João Pedro, but Delap, yes. Because today, Mark Gu had more of an impact than him.
Yeah, Mark Gu came on and did what Delap should have been doing the whole game. Like, let's be honest. And, you know, Husam, just because I don't know when the next time I'm going to be on here, I'll just answer this.
Maybe I invite you and TJ a lot.
No, I know. It's just I'm busy. I'm not saying it's because
why am I getting
no, because this guy is always busy on weekends, and the other guy plays for a band, and he's busy on the fucking weekends.
That's why. No, it's 100%. That's why. I'm just saying, because you never know my schedule when I'll be available to come back on. But in terms of the title race, I disagree with Javon, and I'll explain.
I didn't even answer. I just said give it to
you said we're not. You said we're not in a title race. I think by default.
Marshall talking with chest. I love
Thank
it.
you, Marshall.
No.
That was the only L he took today. But
by default. By default,
and then tell me you're not in a title race. Who the fuck is in a title race? Then Arsenal and themselves?
That's the thing. That's the thing. No. City is below us. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you sound much like last season where you guys ran away with it because no one was competing. I think right now we're being forced into a title race because Liverpool haven't been stepping up. I mean, Aston Villa, Newcastle, all these other teams haven't been in that conversation and doesn't look like they're going to be this season. And Man City, I'm not entirely sure what to expect from them. They're still in that conversation, but another bad result next week, and all of a sudden we're having different discussions about Man City's future. And now it's just Chelsea and Arsenal. So I think by default, we are in a title race until we're not. But I still stand.
Honest, guys, let me just say something. Chelsea Arsenal title race. I'm warning all the Arsenal fans right now. If you lose the league title to Chelsea, wallahi,
we won't.
Bro, it's done.
We won't.
Yeah,
we
it's
won't.
done.
It's
I will forever cook you.
We're not gonna. No,
and I'll
we're
forever
not
call you
to.
Jacob too.
Tarik will beat me again before Marshall does.
But do I believe we're in a title race?
And beat you up or what?
Yeah.
You mean like the club?
No, I'm talking about City will beat Arsenal before Chelsea do.
But
I'm not violent.
Chelsea will get top 4, but they aren't touching Arsenal or City. Let's just be real.
We'll see. We'll see next week, right? But
we will see for sure.
My belief, though, is that I stand by what I did last season, Husam. Until we get through this December period, I won't believe we're in a title race.
Everton at home.
So
you guys say the same
I don't
shit.
believe we're in a title race, but I think we are in a title race.
One of these Chelsea fans rates their players so highly and then pussies out of the pressure every time they are up.
No. What I will say about Marshall, I will give Marshall this though. After he beat Liverpool, right? This guy was unbelievably delusional on his channel. He was wearing sunglasses. He was saying we're in the title race. We're gonna do it. Blah blah blah. So at least he's sticking to his guns.
I just don't believe.
At least he's sticking to his guns. Even after tying Karabag, like he's sticking to his guns. That's good. I rate it.
So Husam, I'm not ducking out of a title race, right? the thing is, in every team, you can have top players, but you see these players that you don't qualify as elite or top class, they still have to perform to a substantial level to help with those top players. You get what I'm saying? With us, our substantial players, they're either up here one week or they completely crap the next
The
week.
performances may not be consistent, Javon, but the results have been. That's the one good thing about Chelsea. We've been, there's a reason we're in second place. It's not by coincidence.
You're not there by mistake.
You are right. You are. I'll take that.
Anyway, listen, I do agree with Javon. I think next week will be a massive indicator, and inshallah we'll be there.
Big.
So we'll see what happens.
Reece James went off today. Is that
no? He's good.
It was precautionary.
Oh, okay.
Precautionary.
It was
Burnley and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Fairs. Anyway, look, guys, this has been an absolutely fantastic stream. I enjoyed 1 hour of it. The half an hour in the middle I didn't enjoy. So big up to all of you guys.
That's funny.
Hit the like button and subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be there, inshallah, for the North London Derby watch along. And then we've got Ahwa at 8 p.m. Yay! My life will be hell tomorrow. So, channels for the people who still haven't figured it out. TJ Warren TV. Tarik Peterson and Shades of Blue. Javon, the Final Whistle podcast. Marshall, Casual AFC. And Pete, the Loaded Mag and UFC. They're all in the description. I want you all to go give them a subscribe. We didn't hit the like target, so all of you can hold that respectfully. You get me? You didn't even like the video. I'm going to get abused on my own channel, so you can hold that. But please do go subscribe over to all these guys. The fantastic debuts by Tarik and Pete as well. Pete only confirmed after the win, just as I expected. You get me?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Going to beat the fraud.
TJ, we had a conversation. You know why. Don't start.
Big up to all of you. Love you all. And look, Flawless is live, so we can redirect over to him. See you guys over on Flawless' channel. Love you all, and I'll see you guys later, man. Pray for Liverpool, chat. Pray for Liverpool.